All right, we are on 6-5, the assignment on the back. So let's go ahead and look. So within the assignment, we're going to go ahead and we are going to substitute. In order to substitute, the y needs to be by itself, or the x. The y is already by itself, so I'm going to substitute. So this would give me 8x minus 8 times 3x plus 1 equals 8. 8x minus, I got to distribute, negative 24x minus 8 equals 8. I need to combine like terms, so this would give me negative 16x minus 8 equals 8. Add 8 to both sides. Negative 16x equals 16. Divide by negative 16. X equals negative 1. If I take x equals negative 1, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sub it back into one of my equations. I'm going to sub it into the second one because it's easier. Y equals 3 times negative 1 plus 1. So y would be negative 3 plus 1. Y is negative 2. Here we go. I need to use substitution. That means I need to get one of my variables by itself. This y is the easiest to get by itself, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my 7x. So y equals negative 7x minus 7. I'm going to substitute in for the y. Negative 8x minus 2 times negative 7x minus 7 equals 14. Distribute the negative 2. It gives me negative 8x plus 14x plus 14 equals 14. Negative 8x plus 14x is 6x plus 14 equals 14 minus 14, 6x equals 0. Divide by 6, x equals 0. If I take my x and plug it into one of my equations, I'll plug it into when we got the y by itself. Y equals negative 7 times 0 minus 7. Y equals negative 7. We will get into the book in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to elimination, so I'm out of the book first. The first thing with elimination is I need my x's on top, my y's on top, my numbers on top. So they already are. I have negative 7, negative 4, negative 2, positive 4. These numbers are easier. If this is positive 4, this needs to be negative 4. Negative 2 times 2 will give me negative 4. So I'm going to multiply everything by 2. Negative 14x minus 4y equals negative 56. My y's go away. Negative 4, negative 14 becomes negative 18x. 20 minus 56 becomes negative 36. Divide by negative 18, divide by negative 18, x becomes positive 2. The reason why it becomes positive 2 is there are two negatives. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my x and I'm going to substitute it back into my x. 2. So negative 7 times 2 minus 2y equals negative 28. That gives me negative 14 minus 2y equals negative 28. Add 14, add 14. Negative 2y equals negative 14. Divide by negative 2, y equals 7. So x is 2, y is 7. Number 5. My x's, my y's, and my numbers are on top. This is negative 7, 6, negative 9, 7. Now, I cannot just multiply one equation to get the opposite. I have to multiply both. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the negative 7 and 6 to be opposites. The first number that they have in common is 42. So I'm going to multiply this by 6 to get negative 42. And I'm going to multiply this by 7 to get positive 42. So this equations turn into negative 42x 6 times negative 9 is negative 54y. 6 times negative 11 is negative 66. If I multiply by 7, I get positive 42x, positive 49y, and then I get 56. Now I can eliminate. If I eliminate, those go away. Negative 54 plus 49 is negative 5y. Negative 66 plus 56 is negative 10. Divide by negative 5, y equals positive 2. Now I can go ahead and I can plug that back in. So I'm going to plug that into my original equation. Negative 7x minus 9 times 2 equals negative 11. Negative 7x minus 18 equals negative 11, plus 18 plus 18. Negative 7x equals 7. Divide by negative 7, x equals negative 1. Now we can go back into the book. Page 290, number 65. Page 290, number 65. Number 65. It says, write the slope-intercept form of an equation for the line that passes through the given point and is perpendicular to the graph. Okay, so my point is negative 2, 0. That's my point. And then they gave me y equals 1x minus 6. Y equals x. So to be perpendicular, if this is positive 1 over 1, my perpendicular equation would be negative 1 over 1. Because I got to take the opposite. If this is positive, it turns negative. Negative 1 over 1 is negative 1. This is my slope to be perpendicular. Now I use point slope. Y minus 0 equals negative 1 times x minus negative 2, which is positive 2. So I distribute. Y minus 0 equals negative 1x minus 2. So if the minus 0 goes away, there's my equation. Next problem. Find the equation of the nth term. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm given 2 points. Okay? If I'm given 2 points, I can find the equation, and I can also find the difference. 3 plus what gives me 13? 10. 10 is going to be my slope. So let me double check. 13 minus 3 over 2 minus 1. 10 over 2. Or sorry, 10 over 1 gives me 10. So that is my slope. Now I can choose a point. 1, 3 would be my point. So x is 1, y is 3. So y minus 3 equals 10, x minus 1. Y minus 3 equals 10x minus 10. I'm going to add 3, y equals 10x minus, so negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. There's my equation. If that's my equation, I'm going to go a sub n equals 10n minus 7. There's my nth term. If that's my nth term, I am done with that. Page 223, number 76. Page 223, number 76. On number 76, it says, suppose y varies directly. Here's number 76. Suppose y varies directly as x. Write a direct variation equation that relates x and y, then solve. So direct variation means that we have y equals mx plus b, but the plus b is actually a 0, so it just means that the b is gone. Now I plug in what they give me. 10 equals m times 5. I don't know what m is. I'm going to divide by 5, divide by 5. 2 equals m. Now I know what m is. So my equation is y equals 2x. Now I can plug back in what they say, find y when x is 6. So y equals 2 times 6. So y has to be 12. Since we are on the next one, you got just 3 more. Oh, yep.
I just need to bring out the graph.
Oh, gotcha. I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Yep. Now we're on page 222, number 59. On page 222, number 59, it says refer to the information at the right. Write an equation that represents C cost, M membership. So here we go. Startup fee is 145. That's got to be my y-intercept. 45 monthly. 45 has to be my slope. Monthly is my m. So I would have y equals 45x plus 145. But they want me to use m and c. C becomes my cost. That's my total. X is my monthly. That's my m. Okay? So what does the C intercept? This is your startup fee. This is where we start. That's how much we pay. 45 is cost per month. So that's what that means. That's what they wanted us to find. Okay? It says, what is the cost of a 2-year membership? M stands for month. If I need 2 years, that's 24 months. 45 times 24 plus 145. So let me go ahead and figure that out. So 45 times 24 plus 145 gives me $1,225. Now I need us to graph this. If I'm going to graph this, the bottom has to be months. The side has to be cost. Okay? So I'm counting by months. I could count by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can count by months once. And then I'm going to go ahead and skip values like I've taught you. And I'm going to start at 145. I'm going to start at 145. Okay? I need to go up 45. So I could count by 50. That's easy to count by. Or I could count by 45. Or I could count by 40. Does not matter. So if I count by 45, this would give me 190, that's 135, that's 170, so on and so forth. So if I start at 145, I go up 45 over 1, up 45 over 1, up 45 over 1, so on and so forth. There is it graphed, and we are done.